You are listening to the Built to Grow podcast, delivering the knowledge in all things fitness business. We help gym owners win. Here are your hosts, Tim Lyons and Randy Engston.
All right, welcome back to the Built to Grow podcast. I am your host, Tim Lyons, joined in studio today, co-host Randy, the boss of Betterment, Engston.
That's a good one.
That is a good one. I like that one a lot.
Continually progressing. That's the goal for myself and my.
So we're on episode 28.
28.
Big milestone.
We're getting there.
Slowly but surely.
Yeah.
Hopefully you guys are getting a lot of value out of these podcasts. We've been getting some solid feedback.
Great feedback, yeah.
On a couple of things. Like number one, the bite size kind of like we're straight to the point. 20, 30-minute episodes are great. We've had some guests on, some people talking about that, loving the guests. So got a couple more guests already lined up in the near future. And hopefully if the one guy comes through, you guys will be blown away. This guy. I'm working my my network to get somebody on the show that's going to be next level.
Yeah,
so,
a recognizable
yeah,
character. I think people know this guy.
So good episode today. This is going to hit every gym owner out there, and it's really something that we talk about in our private client coaching. Is one of our 4 systems, which is Ascension, and how important Ascension is in your business. So let's define what we're talking about as far as Ascension goes. What I mean by Ascension is what are the things that you can offer in your business to not only increase revenue per client, but increase results and longevity and retention with clients. See, the big problem that I'm seeing in a lot of gyms, and you've talked to just as many as I have, is that they have one thing. They offer like CrossFit, or they offer boot camp, or they offer one thing that is their core product and nothing else.
Yeah, it's literally just one. It's a one product business. I mean, it's not even. Other people would say it's not a business. It's a service. It's one product.
It's one product, and you're really limiting yourself as far as a business owner. You're leaving so much potential revenue on the table that you're not collecting for a lot of reasons. One, maybe you don't understand that you should and can offer other things in your business other than your one thing. But you obviously have to have the one thing, but there's other things. So I want to talk about in this episode, I want to talk about all the cool things that you guys can offer as a business to do that, to generate more revenue, keep your clients longer, and we're going to explain all that for you guys.
Awesome. Yeah. Again, it goes back to not only making more revenue, but being able to provide a better quality, either a better result for your end user. And this is a great episode for anybody who's in the entrepreneurial game. If you have a business, you should have an Ascension model. It's not just a fitness business, strategy. So good implementation. This is gonna
solid. So let's dive right into the nuts and bolts. So a common term thrown around when it comes to Ascension is the word value ladder. So value ladder is more or less how like the products and services that you can offer that are a little bit higher priced at each level, but they get something different. So let's go ahead and define what the ProFit value ladder is, and then we'll get into the Pulse Fitness one and then any gym's value ladder. So at ProFit, at the very lowest level of our value ladder might be this podcast. It's free. We're giving away information. We're educating. This might be your first exposure into ProFit. Or it might be a blog post. It might be an email that you get from us. There's really no cost to it. It's just giving value.
We have a lot of free downloads, strategy guides, 10 keys.
10 keys, yep.
We've got a couple of them floating around. But
So a lead magnet might be the low level of your value ladder, and it's just to get somebody into your exposure and into your ecosystem, if you will, of your business. So that's the lowest level. So the next level up is we've got the book. So Built to Grow, it's a free plus shipping offer. It's very low price. We'll ship the book out to you for free. Just pay for the shipping and we'll get it right to your door. Again, great value there. It's just the next level up in our business. And
from there, we've got a couple things. The emails, our 52 done for you newsletters.
Yep.
So kind of like an entry level exposure to a little bit deeper of our beliefs, our ecosystem, if you may.
Yep. Think of that term as a tripwire.
The tripwire. Yep.
Tripwire, something that's low priced, $7 to $100, somewhere in there. So the next of our value ladder is our 52 done for you newsletters. $97, we'll give them all to you, and that's kind of a tripwire. The next level up from there, it could be our GPS product, which is $497. It is a reoccurring $497, but it's a do-it-yourself marketing portal. So in that, in the Profit GPS, that we give you all the stuff to just do it yourself.
Yeah. Before we go on that, just real quickly, if you don't understand, or if you haven't been exposed to what the GPS is, and you're in the fitness marketing realm or in the fitness business, reach out. That is a huge resource we've put together. There's over 50 strategies that we've used to, Tim's used to build this business over the last 10 years. Awesome resource, great value, but just wanted to touch on that as we go by.
Yep. So if you want to check that out, it's profitgps.net. And that's our sales page for that. You can kind of understand more about what the Profit GPS is and how you can leverage that as a tool in your business. Next level up, we have some done-for-you services that are a little bit higher priced. Then we go into our sales coaching, which is more hands-on attention to sales, and we talked about it on the last episode. We'll get in with you one-on-one on calls, and we'll get into that. And then, at the highest level of our value ladder is our private client coaching group, and that's where you're going to get the most attention from us as a team, and me personally will be able to work with you on specific things that that you need help with in your business. And as somebody goes through, if you think about the Profit one, the more they rise the value ladder, the more value they're going to get. And the more help and more personal attention and the more time that we spend with a client.
Exactly, and that's the premise behind the value ladder. It's not just make more money; it's provide a better client experience, more value for the client, better result in the end.
So there's a great example. Okay, so from free content up to private client coaching, which is our our higher level product, that again you get the best results with that one, right? So that's our value ladder. Okay, so let's talk about the gym level. The gym level, or the fitness business, there's value ladders and that you can do as well. So like start at the very, very bottom. Again, could be a lead magnet that you have, like a nutrition guide, recipe book. It could be workouts at home, things that you can do.
Free content. I mean, workout videos, nutritional videos, the things you guys should be posting on your Facebook pages continually. That's a great introduction to your business.
Yep. Again, no cost.
No cost. Deliver the value.
Yep. So if somebody reads this, they can go take that and do something with it, and it didn't cost them anything. So that's the lowest level. Maybe you have a trial to your gym. So then maybe the next rung up might be a 14 days for $89. It's no commitment. They're going to get some attention. They're going to be in your gym working out with you, and that's maybe the next step up, right?
Yeah, from there, the trial, obviously, baseline memberships. Is it a standard facility where it's anywhere from what are we have, $9.99, $9.99 per month, or $39 per month. If you have a standard, come as you go gym membership, that's the next line up.
Yep. So from the trial into half step back before the paid trial, you could have a free trial.
Yep, absolutely.
Free trial, 7 days, 10 days, 30 days, whatever it is. That could be the next step up from content. It could be a free trial, then a paid trial, then maybe a paid LBO, right, or something like that. 97, 147. Then yes, if you can fit in your basic. Could be a year at $39, or it could be a month to month at $39 or $7 or $9 or whatever it is. Okay, so again, they just get access to the gym. They're working on their own and they're just doing their own thing. No help whatsoever, but they have access.
Yep.
Next level up from that might be, for us, it's team training, where we're going to put everybody in a big group. They're not going to get a lot of attention individually from the coach because we're coaching as a group, and that might be somewhere, for you, it might be $99 to $199, somewhere in there. Large group team training, that's kind of the next level. The next level up after that one might be small group training. So maybe limited, they get 4 sessions a month, and then they get team training on top of that. Again, as they rise up that value ladder, they're getting more attention from the coach. So now we're taking it from a large group to a small group. For us, that's 5 or less. It could be 4 or less or 3 or less for you, or even 2 to 1. They're all the same.
Yeah, there's facilities that I know that do couples training. And that's a big portion of their business. 2 to 1.
Right, 2 to 1. So within that level, you can have once a week, twice a week, unlimited, all everything in between. So again, they're paying more for that. They're getting better attention, and by default, they should be getting better results. Right. Okay. So then from there, maybe you've got all your levels of that. Maybe at the higher level above that might be private training. So now instead of sharing the coach with 3 people or 4, there's just one-on-one coaching. So again, they pay higher for that. Again, they're buying the hour of the coach for that time. They're going to get on 100% attention. On top of that, you might have, again, in that level, you might have sessions or twice a week, once a week, unlimited within that. And again, that price goes up at each level. And then maybe on the very, very top of your value ladder, you might have some like super lifestyle transformation where it brings in nutrition, it brings in mindset. Maybe there's some seminars that go with that, or private calls with the coach, and all this stuff that can go all the way up. So the point here is, if you just had a basic membership or just had team training, boot camp, or CrossFit, think about all those other levels that you're just totally dropping the ball. You just don't have it. And that brings up the biggest point to this. The whole conversation is, if you have one service, for instance, boot camp or CrossFit, and a client is in that for, say, a year and a half, and they've gotten to a particular point and they've gotten a result, and the next thing for them to do is maybe go into some more strength training, and you don't offer that, where's that client going to get that service? They're going to go to your competitor, and you're going to lose that client because you don't have the service available to get them a better result or continue their results.
Yeah, and like you mentioned, there's rungs of that ladder. So when they're at a certain level of training or a certain style of training, the frequency of visits is not you're not ascending them up that value ladder. It's still at that same level,
right?
Of membership. The value increase comes at when you change the result based on the amount of time, attention, and service, and then the results that the client's going to receive.
Yeah, great.
That's the next rung of that value ladder.
Great point. Because sometimes to get a better result isn't necessarily more of the same thing. It might be, hey, we need to add nutrition into your programming. If you don't offer that, that's a profit center that you can create another level of your value ladder. Like, this is team training, boot camp, but at the next level up, then we offer you nutrition coaching, because that's going to get them a better result.
Correct.
Again, they pay more for that, obviously, because you're getting more service. But there you go, right? More training at that level isn't going to get that client better results. It's something else.
Yeah.
And it might be supplements. It might be, like I said, the nutrition. It might be, let's get you out of metabolic training because you really haven't put any muscle mass on in a year. Let's get you into some strength training, okay?
Yeah, I mean, there's a number of things in just the specific to the fitness realm: fascial stretch therapy, recovery, seminars on their own. There are other services that you can add to the things you're doing already to help build a better or deliver a better result for your clients that isn't drastically different than what you're doing already. So it's one way of providing a better result, increasing that cost per transaction of that individual client, and then thus down the road your lifetime value of a client raises a little bit.
Increases.
And it's ultimately, right back to the one thing Tim and I ingrain in everything that we talk about is that lifetime value of a client. It's one of the most important aspects of business. I mean, that number to our business is pretty much where we keep the focus.
Yep.
And obviously, how to deliver the results that deserve that.
So when you have that higher client lifetime value, guess what you can spend more money on? Marketing. And acquiring more of those clients, because you've got more room to make money and to profit. You can buy clients even at a higher price, at a higher profit, if they're paying you longer and more. So
it goes back to we mentioned the 80-20 rule as well. I think with the episode when Rick came in, the top tier of your value ladder, you don't need every single. It would be great, right, if you had the majority of your business up there. but you don't need the majority of your business up there to do well. That's going to be typically, a few people have the need for those results or can either afford them or, it's not your entire business that's skyrocketing their way up the value ladder, but you'll find the individuals that do, that it's appropriate for. And then in turn, they're going to be the ones that carry the majority of the revenue that you're generating.
So let's talk about that, right? You've got, if you don't have these other, we call them layers, value ladders, ways to provide a better service at a higher price point, that's probably step one. Let's look at your business. Let's see if you can offer small group training. Like if you're a CrossFit facility and you could, maybe you're $199 a month and you said, you know what, I got some coaches that can do some small group training. We can actually get a little bit away from the CrossFit large group stuff and we can do some more strength training, some more traditional strength training. Maybe we should offer small group training. That would probably be the first thing. And we did that with one of our coaching clients here in town. And this was him. He had one thing and he was blown away that people would pay him more for a better service. So
desired to, not just a willingness, but they were actually looking for that service and he didn't have it. So when he brought that in, he already had the buyers. They were already there.
But the thing is, he didn't realize that people wanted it. And so when we said, okay, look, you're leaving money on the table, let's create this value ladder together, he did it. And it's been nothing but amazing that he's now selling. We just talked to him 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
He's already got
20 something?
Yeah, 23 people paying at $350 or $450 a month when those 23 people would have only paid him $150. And so now for every one, he's getting 2.5 clients out of the value out of it. And it doesn't cost him any more because the way we set up his business model and his salary's fixed, it's 100% profit.
Goes right to the bottom line, right?
So yeah, that's step one. Look at your business. What other things can you offer? Can you offer nutrition? Can you offer small group training? Should you offer private training? Because that's there's a catch-22 with that one because when you're doing private training, you have no more room to leverage time.
That's one of the big things that we see a lot with the gyms that we get into with coaching. They're stuck on I'm delivering the highest value I can because this coach is getting 100% of this client's time, or this client's getting 100% of this coach's time. But from a business standpoint, you're capped. Your business can only make that 1 hour, one client paying that coach. So premium prices, sure, but if your business is struggling to put revenue or gain revenue, look at the processes. Look at the model that you're training.
Yep. And then maybe even instead of always going up, you should have levels down below it. So like for that particular client that Randy's talking about, they just had the one-on-one training. Well, maybe if you bring in small group training, more people could afford it and you can leverage time better. So that's step one. Determine your value ladder and take it all the way down to your free content, all the way up to your highest level of what you feel that you can be confident in providing. Okay. So then if you've got these things and you got clients in your business, how do you get people to know about it? Well, that's what we talk about in our attraction systems. And when the two circles overlap, that's how you obviously they need to know about it. So you need to actually internally market to them.
People need to know you have services available. Like that. Yeah. That's like talk about it. Make sure that it's known. Yep. I've talked about this with clients recently, private clients. Right? They have services. They have some of those value ladders, but it's not on their website. It's not discussed in their training class. Yeah, exactly. And so nobody's buying those, and they're wondering why.
Okay, so internal marketing to allow those people that are in your business currently or ones coming in to know that like there's other things that I have available for you to get better results. And as you progress into our programming and we find that you get a result here, we got other things to offer. So you're going to keep your clients longer because you've got more things that they can go up to. So that's the next thing. There's other ways to get people into your from day one. So one of the best things that I like to do, and I don't recommend this for everybody, but for us, we have, the luxury of being able to provide this is we bring somebody in and they can only do, let's just say, team training for $149. Cool. Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and give them 30 days of the next level up to go ahead and let them experience what they have at the next level. So then eventually if they don't experience it at any point, a lot of times they don't know what to expect and they don't know if it's better or worse.
And that right there can be said about all of your trials, your onboarding, any type of service that you're trying to bring people into your business, personal training is personal. It's not just training. Clients need to try before they buy. Make sure that those systems are in place. If you have a trial, and let's say your business has group training and small group training, and you're trying to grow your small group training, and everybody comes in and gets a free 7 days of large group team training, there's no wonder why your small group is not growing. Your clients aren't exposed to it. So cost per acquisition, it's all baked in, right? We've talked about this before. Make sure that the areas of your business you're trying to grow are part of the services and the conversation and the discussion and so forth.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So like if you think about our trial here, our 14-day trial, it's our Kickstart. It is a paid trial at $89. They get unlimited team and they get 4 training sessions with our small group.
And
so
on top of that, the internal challenges you've done, right? This last opportunity.
Oh yeah, this was huge, guys. This is huge. Okay, so we did. Absolutely good point.
Because that one was something that I think for the first time you guys tried that.
It crushed.
When I heard that you guys were doing it, I was like, that's genius.
Yep.
That's a great way to expose somebody to something that they haven't been part of before.
And props to Zach again. Zach came up with this one. He came up with the banner. He came up with this offer. So really it was, hey, we need to increase our average client revenue per month. That was one of our big kickers because in summer here in Arizona, we lose about 30% of our business just because snowbirds, they leave. It's hot. I don't blame them. It's 110 degrees yesterday. They just leave town and they've got second homes. They could afford it. Cool. So, we got people that are here, but they're paying something. Yep. We need to get them to pay and experience other things we had to offer. So we did something called the Spring Shred. It was a $75 buy-in. And over a 30-day period, they were allowed and they got the next level up in our value ladder. So they all could experience the next level up. So now it was a paid challenge. And we rewarded them using our rewards program with points to, the ones that got, it was all about fat loss, muscle gain. It wasn't weight. So it was like the ones that gained the most muscle and the ones that lost the most percentage of body fat. Because by default, technically, if you gain 3 pounds of muscle and you didn't lose any fat, your body fat percentage goes down because it's a ratio. So we rewarded people. They were involved. We had 57 people purchase that.
Beautiful.
And we did get quite a few of those folks to go ahead and upgrade so they signed up for another year at the next level up because they got exposed to it.
Mm-hmm. And it goes back to this. That's a very relevant thing for you guys listening. If you're only offering weight loss, but you don't have the strength training aspect in there, they play hand in hand, right? Like strength and muscle it makes the weight loss and the body composition battle, that much easier. So make sure that you have other options. You're not just, unless your entire business is based on like a high intensity, that's all you guys do. But there's no reason why you couldn't add some strength training components in there to increase the results of your clients. Offer it, people will buy it.
Offer it, people will buy it. Build it and they will come.
Build it and they will come.
Not necessarily.
Almost.
Yeah, you do actually have to market this internally and make it a big deal. So do the things we just said. Allow them to get the 30 days free when they join. Do the internal challenge, the Spring Shred or whatever, Summer Shred, or call it whatever you want. I don't really care. Have it a buy-in. Like you can make some money from this.
Make sure that it's discussed in newsletters, or if you have a Facebook group of your fitness community, have the conversations. There needs to be that internal marketing campaign so that people understand that other things are available, and for the purpose of better results, not just because you as a business wants to make more money.
Right.
That's huge.
And I got another way to do it too. Boom. Let's bring the value today. Every single month, you should have it in your systems to hand select 3 to 5 clients that are at your lower levels. Could be your team or maybe once a week training. Bring those people into the office, get them on the InBody, get them on the scale, do their measurements, have a discussion, and say, I want to go ahead and gift you the next level membership for the next 30 days. I want you to try it out. I feel like we can get better results. And, obviously it's going to be, if you want to continue on, it'll be this much more per month. But for May, for June, for December, I want you to do our, small group training at twice a week on the house. I want you to try it out. I want you to see, we want to check your results at the end of it. Most likely they're going to get better results because that's the point of having a value ladder. You bring it back in at the end of the 30 days. What you think? Great, awesome. Let's go ahead and keep you at this next level. And boom, for every 5 you do that with, 3 are going to increase. They're going to upgrade.
Yeah.
And when we do upgrades, and every gym's different. Some gyms don't have annual memberships. We do. There's a commitment, from us and from them. If they change their membership, we just sign them up for a new 12-month agreement. So we don't just say, oh, you have 6 months left. Let's just do 6 more months at this. No, it's 12 more months. The old agreement's null and void.
Sure.
This new agreement's 12 months. And vice versa, too. If they move down, like, hey, I can't afford, or whatever it is, we start a new 12-month agreement. They can move up or down at any point during their contract, but we start a new 12-month agreement.
Makes sense.
And not a lot of gyms do that, but we do it, and it's been fine. So thing that I like, and there's arguments on both sides.
Sure.
I know Rick has a very strong standpoint on just offering open agreements and no annual. For me, I like the commitment level, and I like being able to forecast revenue for our business. It just makes a lot of sense for us.
Yeah.
And to his point, it's like, well, if somebody really gave you a hard time and wanted out of agreement, you're probably going to let them out anyway. So why force them into it to begin with? I'm the opposite. I'm like, we want a commitment from this person. We want to know that you're serious. I want to work with people who are committed. So we basically, our price points that we want to set our prices at are all of our annual rates. If somebody just doesn't want to do an annual rate, or annual agreement or term, no problem. We'll give them the month to month, but it's at a higher price.
Premium price, sure. And a lot of that comes back to positioning and the beliefs in your business, how that works for you and your clientele. For Rick, it might be just appropriate for where he's at and what he knows and the way that he delivers things. And obviously, he does well for himself. Here, like you said, it works well. And I guarantee a lot of that just comes back to the conversation.
It does. And I know Rick very well. We've had millions of conversations. His thing was like, I want to put any person in the sales role, and by having just open agreements, it makes it for a lower level salesperson can sell that.
It removes a complete friction from the sales process.
Well,
sure.
it's right. There's no risk. It's easy to sell. So do what's right for you. I would tell you from our standpoint, we do the annual and then the premium price for the the month to month or whatever. But whatever. The point of this podcast is have that value ladder in place, be able to keep your clients longer, getting them better results, getting more revenue per client, and as they go up that value ladder, they get more access to the coach or the guru or whoever it is, so they can get better results. They're paying for the coach's time, your time, whoever it is, my time, your time, and they got to pay for that. But by default, when they pay for more attention, they are by default should get better results.
Yeah, we talk about a lot of times too. As you move up that value ladder, typically the results happen faster. So people, it's not just this big grander thing. Your results should happen in a more timely fashion.
Sure. As
you move up somebody's value ladder, or they move up your value ladder.
Yeah, there you go. So that's it for this episode, guys. Hopefully you guys took a lot away from this one. I know this was something we've been talking about this topic for a while, so I just wanted to get this one done and out there. This is something you could take action on right away. Start getting better results, make more money, and everybody's happy. High fives all around.
Yeah, guys, give me a call. Give us a call or schedule a call with us. pfmarketingsolutions.com/call. You're gonna end up on the other end of the phone with me. So we'll break open these systems in your business. If you don't know how to set these things up, if you're confused or just are really unsure, let's set up a call. We're literally doing free breakthrough calls to point out these areas of your business that have opportunity. And then obviously we're here to help, if that is the solution for your problem.
Helping gym owners win. All right.
That's it.
So till next episode, guys, keep changing lives. Bye.